And in this video, we're going to have a chat about how to put together your business plan. Now, to be completely honest with you, I actually don't like the words business plan because it sort of conjures up an image of some big thick thing that you're going to stick on the shelf and have it collecting dust. You know, traditionally in business, a business plan was used to obtain finance. You know, the banks would say, hey, what's your business plan? And you get this big fat thing that you'd put together but you would never look at again. Now, that was okay because it's not looking at the business plan that actually grows your business. It's the thought process that goes into putting the business plan together. But in this video, I'm just going to give you a few tips to think about how you can build your action plan. I'd rather call it an action plan than a business plan because we want to take action, and massive action leads to massive results. So if you're ready to take action, then I'll give you some tips on how to do it. First of all, you need to think about where it is you want to be. And what that means is, what are your goals long term? It's no good saying, hey, I just want to pay my bills, or I want to be my own boss, I want to have this flexibility. You've got to be very, very specific when you put your business plan together and make a decision as to what it is you actually want to achieve. So for example, say you're turning over $1 million right now. Your action plan might be to turn over $2 million in 3 years' time. At least now you've got the end in mind, and that's, you know, starting with the end in mind is the only way to put together your action plan. So say, okay, if I'm turning over $1 million now and I want to turn over $3 million in 3 years' time, or $2 million, whatever the goal is, then you can start to say, okay, so what do I need to actually do to make that happen? How many sales do I need? How many people? What resources? How many offices will I have? How many vans will I have on the road? How many products will I need to sell? Will I need to be manufacturing? Will I need to be... And so you can start to make all of these decisions. Now, I'm also a little bit against having a revenue target without understanding why you have that revenue target. I remember once being at a networking event and a guy said, I said, what's your goal? And he said, oh, my goal is to do $20 million a year. And I said, why? He said, it's just a good number. I went, well, how much profit you make? He said, I don't know. You know, and I think if you're not sure of why you're setting the goal, well, then what's going to make you want to get out of bed each morning and put your feet on the cold floor? You've got to have a bit of a drive. So this action plan's got to mean something to you. And so when you set this goal, think about, okay, well, what is it that I actually want to get out of it? So I want you to think a bit deeper about what that end goal looks like. So, okay, well, if I decided I wanted to have $2 million in turnover, how much profit do I want and why? You know, so you go, okay, well, I would like to have the freedom to go on holidays every 3 months for a 2-week period. Or I'd like to be able to go on a 3-month holiday every year. Whatever it might be that blows your hair back, whatever it is that rocks your boat, you've got to decide what that looks like. But by setting that end goal, you can start to put your plan together. And once you know what it is you want to achieve as your end goal, you can start to work out, okay, what does that look like? What does that actually mean? You know, start to design your business and go, well, here are the things that we will do. Here's the number of customers that I need. Here's the number of sales that I need. And to do that, here's the amount of people I need to deliver it. Here's what the marketing is going to look like. Because it's one thing to set the goal, the next thing is to set the plan of how you're going to get there. Now, I use, a lot of people I've spoken to about planning, I use Mount Everest as an example. Do you know how tall Mount Everest is? Well, I think it's slowly eroding away, but last time I checked it was 8,848 metres. Now, if you were going to climb to the summit of Mount Everest, would you put a plan together? Well, of course you would. You'd be an absolute idiot not to. In fact, there's been plenty of people that have even put a plan together that have still perished up there because the conditions can be that nasty. And business is the same, you know. You can put a plan together and still not make it. You know, just because you've got a plan doesn't mean it's going to happen. It just means that you can be measuring yourself against whether or not you are on track. But if you were going to climb Mount Everest, you definitely would put a plan together. So your goal is like the summit of Mount Everest. Once you've decided you're going to climb to the top of Mount Everest, which is your goal, you need to start to work out, what do you need to have in place to make it happen? What weather do you need to account for? How long is it going to take you? Now, 8,848 metres seems like a long way, and it is. That's, you know, it's a tall mountain, and like I said, people have perished trying to achieve that target. However, if you climbed just 12 metres a day, just 12 metres a day, you would get to the top of Mount Everest in 2 years. Now, 12 metres is nothing, right? So by breaking down your goal into small steps, you can really start to make it an achievable thing where you set those little milestones. So putting your business plan together, or what I call the action plan, start with the end in mind, break it down into steps and start to take action on those individual milestone goals that will get you to achieving what you want to achieve. Good luck with that, and if you need any help, let us know. Hey, by the way, hit that subscribe button as well, and that way you'll never miss a beat on our YouTube channel. I look forward to having you on my next video.